Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, this Moses, aka the speeches and Jerry. Break it down. So today we want to be talking about oversold and overbought. So I don't really want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna make it fast. So the first thing you need is your moving averages. You need your indicator window one and your main chart. On your main chart, you'll be having moving average 50, the parameters, period 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply the close, the style, you make it 4 pixel, color green, then back, that's done. Then your second moving average, the parameters goes this, period 21, shift 0, method simple, apply the close, style 2 pixel, whatever color you like. Then on your indicator window one, you want to have your relative strength index and your MACD. So now let's check out the MACD. On your MACD, the parameters are like this: fast EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA, that's 5, apply to typical price HLC/3. On your styles, main 2 pixel, color green, and signal 2 pixel as well, purple. Yeah, I guess that's purple. So then your relative strength index. Now the parameters, the period is 14, apply the close, the style, you really don't need it. All you need is your levels. Now let's go to the level. Level 90, it has no description. Level 80, you can just put sell. 50, no description. 10, no description. 20, you can use buy. Then style to pixel black. And you're good. Done. And once you do that, this is all you're going to be having. Now, how do you use this strategy? All you need is two confirmations. For you to use this strategy, you need two confirmations. The first is in your indicator window. I'm going to use an arrow, put an arrow there. Then your second, which is your final confirmation, will be on your main chart. So all you need to do is to zoom, MetaTrader 5 rather. Actually, I have 5 zooming faces. So you want to use the second to the least. The second zooming face, that's what you want to use. This is the most, which is 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. But now we're using the second, 2. Yeah, can you see that? So every time this market is at a 10 to 20 level, we call this oversold level. The 10 to 20 level, it is called the oversold level. And also the 80 to 90, that's called the overbought level. So if you want to sell, assume you're looking for a signal to sell, let me just zoom out. My second zoom base, okay? And you want to sell, this is at the oversold level you want to buy. So the MACD is already at the oversold. Then you want to zoom in to your main chart and wait for the final confirmation, which is this moving average crossover. So what you need to do is to wait for the moving average trend 1A to cross over the candlestick, then you pick your trade. Okay, then you set your stop loss a little bit below the support. Let me just put a box there. This is where your stop loss will be. Okay, your stop loss a little bit below, then you pick your trade there. So you pick your trade at this steep, when the candlestick close above the moving average, you pick your trade. You saw some reversal, but eventually, you see what the market did? The market moved up. Then you wait for a place whereby you see a resistance. That's where you put your TP. Okay, that's when to get out of the market. Oh, sorry about that. I need a box. Okay, another box so that you can see what I'm saying. Yeah. Can you see? There's a resistance at that point. So that's where you put your TP. So you just wait for it to get to this oversold level. That's your confirmation number 1. You buying it. So then you go to your main chart. Okay, your main chart. Let me use another arrow. You wait for this moving average crossover. Then you pick your trade. Make sure the stop loss is always a little bit below, not below, but a little bit below. Okay, the former support, since you're buying in this case, then your TP will be wherever you see a resistance. So it's always hard for you to see signals in this kind of setup, but if you're patient enough, you're gonna see signals and you're gonna make money. So one more thing, you need to hold on to your chart. You see, when I hold on to my chart, it will readjust it. So always make sure that your chart is not here. Always make sure it's at the middle of this dollar sign and indicator sign. So at the middle, just place it at the middle, okay? Then you can start placing your trade. Can you see what I did? So now let's look for another signal. Let's zoom out, and the second zoom phase now is sell signal. This is a pure sell signal. Let me use another arrow, okay? A sell signal. This is at the overbought level, so I want to sell. Can you see that? Sell. I want to sell. That's my first confirmation. It's already at the overbought. Now, then you zoom in to go to your, what's it called? The main board. You go to your main chart and you wait for the final confirmation, which is your moving average crossover. When the moving average crossover, it's crossover here. It's closed below rather. I'm so sorry about that. The moving average crossover, then a candlestick closed below it, then you pick your trade. There's a little rejection, but don't freak out. The market is still gonna go your way. Then you sell. You see what happened? So your stop loss will be a little bit below the previous resistance. A little bit below up here. Okay, that's where your stop loss is, and your TP will be wherever you see any opposing, maybe opposing direction whatsoever. Maybe you're selling, you're looking for wherever there's a support. But if you're buying, you're looking for where there's a resistance. Now I'm selling in this case, then I'm looking for a place where there will be a support. Look at this previous support. Let me zoom so you can, previous support. So that will be where your TP is. So if you take your trade there, you're going to close it. So your stop loss will be a little bit at the resistance. So your final confirmation will be this moving average. So now let's look at one more signal. One more, because I don't want this video to be too long. Now look at this. This is the list. Let's zoom again. Second zoom phase. Now look at this place again. Look at it here. Oversold. Then I want to buy. Then that's my first confirmation. Then my final confirmation will be on my main chart. Now look at it here. My main chart. So there's a moving average crossover here. Then I bought. The market gave me some money. They eventually, sold. Then, my stop loss will be a little bit below this resistance. A little bit. So you can just place your stop loss a little bit, then pick the trade, and you see what happened. The market move upward. Though if you make your stop loss to be too close to the previous support, this market will knock you out there. You see that? The market pushed downward. Eventually would have knocked you out. So let it be a little bit below the support if you're buying. Okay? So you can just pick your trade when the moving average crossover. You pick your trade, then take your TP to wherever you see a support maybe previously. Look at this place. Let me just zoom out. Use a box. Okay, look at this place. There's some reaction here, but the reaction is little. If you extend it, you see that is a resistance. So that's where you want your TP to be. Okay, then your stop loss will be a little bit below the former support. Then you get some pip. So that's how to use the moving average, the oversold and the overbought level. So that's how to use it. The strategy is very simple, very, very simple. So don't forget, rule number one, always make sure your market is at the overbought level. Rule number two, zoom to the second zoom phase. This is the second. Rule number three, which is the final confirmation, the moving average in it. Just wait for the moving average crossover, then you buy and TP smash. As simple as that. So if you like this video, do me a favor, click the subscribe button, like the video. I really appreciate it if you do that. Thank you very much.